Hey everyone, welcome to another video. In this video I'm gonna be testing out the new Essence, well, the new-ish Essence limited edition, which is called Make Beauty Fun. So let's get into it. So this limited edition, it has been out for a little while. And then kind of by coincidence I was browsing a website where they apparently had this. There's this place where I always go to for the Catrice and Essence limited editions, and that is where I buy them, and that is usually how I kind of find out that they are available. But this I found on another website and I was still excited to try it. I still thought it was a cute collection, and I've been uploading quite a bit of videos about the Essence and Catrice collections. I'm kind of catching up with them, but this is probably gonna be the last one for now, unless they all of a sudden come out with another limited edition collection that I didn't know of. But after this, I think I'm kind of caught up and I have tried most of the new things. Okay, I'm gonna show you what is in this collection. Okay, so from this collection I got 4 things. I believe I have everything from the collection. First up here I have the Make Beauty Fun Plumping Lip Gloss, and this one is kind of like an ombre from yellow to pinky purple, which looks very interesting, but I'm curious to find out if that actually stays in place. I don't think so. I think it's just gonna kind of mesh together and become kind of like a coral sparkly gloss. It's definitely a sparkly gloss. It looks very cool in the tube, but I think it's not gonna look like that for long, but we can appreciate it the way it is right now. The name of this one is Swipe For Hapiness, and it's a plumping lip gloss with soft shimmer particles and a fresh mint scent. So it's kind of like plumping with the minty cool sensation. I don't always love that. I personally don't really feel like plumping glosses do anything special for me. I don't know if anyone feels like they do. For me, it's not really necessary, but I just buy them as like a normal gloss with a little bit of a minty feel to them. Then we have a brush set in this collection that also has the purpley to pink to peachy yellow kind of ombre on them, which I think looks very cool. It's also kind of the thing that sold me on this collection. I think all the packaging, and I like the style and the ombre effect. It looks really cool. I feel like we used to have more ombre, but it's kind of like out of style now, but I still think it looks pretty cool like this. And what we have inside is a brush set with 7 brushes. They're all pretty small, and I actually think that some of these look pretty interesting, so I'm gonna test them out and see if I actually like these. My experience with Essence brushes is that some can be pretty good, but some can also be a little bit too cheapy and fluffy and not really do what I want. But yeah, I definitely want to try this one out. I think the brushes look pretty cute. I think these two on the side here, these look very interesting. I hope those are gonna be nice. Then in this collection we also have a Make Beauty Fun highlighter. This is an ombre highlighter, and this one is in Happiness Shines From Within, and it kind of goes from a yellowy gold to a coral, which I think looks very, very pretty. Yeah, I think that this one looks really nice, and I think I can kind of use it as like a blush topper slash highlighter, so that is gonna be cool to see how that works out. This is actually also the thing that made me kind of interested in this collection, because I saw this one in a Get Ready With Me, I think, or like a testing out new makeup by Angelica Nicholas, and it looked so good on her. That really sparked my interest, and then I found it on the particular website. I will link it down below if you're interested in this collection, but I think this looks very, very cute. And the last thing in this collection is the Make Beauty Fun eyeshadow palette, which is quite a big eyeshadow palette, by the way. I think the packaging is pretty cute, especially for Essence. Like the ombre effect I told you I really like. And then the actual palette is quite a pastel palette with some iridescent shimmers. We don't have a lot of deeper tones. It's not really like a palette that's gonna give you a lot of depth. My experience with Essence eyeshadow is that it's a little bit hit and miss. Sometimes I try something and I'm really impressed. For example, one of the videos that I did recently was on the Essence limited edition for the Jurassic World movie. I quite liked that eyeshadow palette and the look that I did with it. But sometimes I also try Essence eyeshadow and I'm like, that's not it. This is not it. I'm not gonna use this again probably. So I hope this is gonna be the good quality, the good kind. but we will see. It's an interesting color story for sure. A lot of shimmers, a lot of iridescent light shades. And yeah, that is everything that I got. Let's just get into the eye look. Okay, so I'm already wearing eye primer, and I have been thinking about what I want to do. I feel like I've done some purpley pink looks recently. I'm kind of interested in this corner over here with this green. This shimmer looked really interesting in the swatch. So I think I'm kind of gonna start out with the green and use this shimmer as well. And yeah, kind of do something with that and then go from there. And I am gonna use the brushes, but if I feel like they are not adequate, then I might try something else, because using different brushes and using different eyeshadow palette, like testing the brushes and the eyeshadow palette at the same time, can be a little bit tricky, because it could be that the brushes are the thing that makes it not work well. So I'm just gonna see if it works well, otherwise I might switch it up. So I'm taking this small crease brush with the green, and let's just see if this works out. At least it's really like small and detailed, which I like. Okay, this green does build. It's swatched. I felt like it swatched a little bit lighter than it looks in the pan. It is a very like warm green, like not a lime, but it's quite warm in undertone. I quite like this actually so far. It looks pretty good. That was pretty effortless. For some reason I never expect a lot from Essence, but sometimes they do surprise me. And I do have to note, I've said this in a few videos recently, I have a little bit of eczema on my eyelids, so that can make the eyeshadow look a little bit blotchy, but it's also like an extra test if it kind of like smooths over it, and I feel like it does. I do feel like it works. I feel like I need a clean brush to kind of blend this out, but I don't have that in the set, so I'm just gonna take a brush to blend out these edges. Alright, and now what do I want to do? I think I also want to go and try a yellow before I go into the shimmers. Or do I want to try a purple? No, I want to try this lighter yellow over here. This is like a really bright yellow row. I'm gonna try the lightest matte. And I'm just gonna clean this brush, and I always use this one. This is by Crease. It's like what's it called? It's like with the sponge you can clean your brushes without water. I don't know if they still have this, but I bought it I think a year ago or something, and it's really nice if you see it from a different brand. I think Oden's Eye also has something like this. I would say pick it up because it's really, really nice to have. Okay, wait, I want to try a different brush. Brushes don't have any names on them. It doesn't say what it's for, but I'm gonna see if I can do anything with this brush. Maybe this wasn't the right choice, but I do want to try the brushes. I don't know if I absolutely love this yellow shade. It seems a little bit too lightly pigmented, a bit too translucent. It's like it shows up, but I'm not super impressed. I feel like it needs a little bit of a lighter base or something. It just seems a little bit chalky. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the blending brush with the yellow. Kind of blend this out. Yeah, I don't feel like that is amazing. I'm gonna take the yellow that is one shade deeper, and I want to see if that is any better. I'm gonna use the little blending brush, and I'm just gonna put that over here. It's just a bit chalky. Yeah, I don't think I love these yellows. I am just gonna clean my brush again, and I'm gonna go back into the green. By the way, this green is the deepest matte in this palette. So I am basically creating as much depth as is possible. I didn't like the yellows, but the green is pretty good. Well, now that I see everything together like this, it's not terrible, but it's not amazing. Okay, I think I'm gonna go into a shimmer. I want to go into this shade over here. None of these shades have names. This seemed like the most sparkly one, which I think is really interesting. So let's see. It is a little bit see-through, which is nice because the green kind of shines through. I quite like this shade. It's quite like nice and sparkly. Not super pigmented, but it has a sparkle to it. I think that this one with the glitter glue would look really nice. Okay, I want to try another shimmer. I actually kind of want to try the bright yellow over here and see if the yellow shimmer is better than the yellow mattes. So I'm gonna take that on my finger as well and apply it at the front. I don't know if I love that. It's not terrible once again, but do I love it? Oh, well, if you build it up, I guess it's a pretty good shimmer if I build it up like that. It's a bit crumbly though, but it is buildable and it is quite bright. It does have pigment. I'm gonna blend it upwards a little bit, if that's possible. It just looks a little bit dry and chunky. Just a little bit chunky. I feel like it doesn't look that good. It just looks a little bit too thick and it kind of fell all over my face. My face is covered in yellow shimmer. Can we make this work? Can we make this a good look? That is the question. Let's see, what do I want to do? There are just not many options when it comes to the matte, I feel, because also this one is basically like my skin color. This one is really light. I think I'm gonna go into this shade over here and I'm gonna put that on the lower lash line. I'm gonna take another one of the brushes, this little kind of flat one, and let's see if this sticks to the lower lash line. Yeah, it's fine. It does do something, and it's also a pretty light shade, so can't expect all the depth in the world. I do really like this brush. It's a nice brush. So far the brushes are pretty nice. Okay, I don't think this is gonna be a beautiful look, but I just gotta try out some things. So I'm just gonna throw some extra colors on here to see how I can make them work, if I can make them work. Yeah, don't pay too much attention to the color combination. I'm taking the bright pink right now, blending that out. So this shade is kind of okay, but not amazing. Just doing the same over here, filling it up. I kind of went too far, but I will clean it up in a sec. Yeah, these colors don't really like blend together, but this is just what we're doing to see about this quality. I don't know. It's not that it's terrible quality per se, but I just don't know what to do with this palette. I don't see the looks, but I'm also just trying out a lot of shades, so I don't know what to think. It isn't easy to really get a look with this one. I don't know why. I am just gonna try another shimmer. I'm gonna try this shimmer over here and I'm gonna see how that looks on the lower lash line. I'm just taking the pencil brush from the set, this one. Let's see, it's really crumbly. It kind of got into my eye. Oh, well, it's kind of working. I think maybe it was the brush that I blended out. I think it looks pretty nice, like pretty okay. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna put this shade, this one over here, in the inner corner and see how I feel about that. I'm just cleaning off and using the pencil brush again. It's kind of like a grayish, cool toned mint that does have quite a lot of shine to it. But once again, it's a little bit crumbly. Blending it up a little bit on both sides. Gonna take a little bit of the bright pink and I'm kind of extending this. seeing if I can make that look any better. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do the rest of my makeup except the highlighter and the lip. And then I'll be right back, and then we can kind of see better if this actually worked out. Right now, I don't really know what I think. Alright, so I did the rest of my makeup, and I just have to think about it a little bit more, I think. But in a way, I think the eyeshadow is pretty good. It looks pretty good with the mascara on, and I think the colors, they do pop on my eyes. But I think in a way, I just don't really know what to do with this palette. It's just a really hard palette to use because all of the shades are so light, and most of the shades are so light that they are not gonna give you any sort of depth, like not even a tiny bit. It's basically my skin color but just with a different undertone, so that makes it a really tough palette to review, to give you my first impression. I don't think the quality is bad of the actual shades, but it's just so hard to come up with a look. But okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna apply the highlighter, and I already applied a little bit of blush, but I just wanna use this as kind of like a topper. I don't think it's gonna be working as like a full blush, like the only blush. I'm gonna take this kind of fluffy brush by Lunar Beauty, and I'm gonna go into the more corally side. I'm gonna pick that up a little bit, and I'm gonna sweep that over my cheek, which was already a little bit glowy, a little bit. There was a little bit of shimmer there, but I'm gonna add a little bit extra, and I think that looks pretty nice. That is cute. I really like how this looks. I like the type of glow this has. I'm just gonna repeat that on the other side. It is very glowy, but in a very cute kind of, maybe not natural, but it's not like, I don't feel like it is too chunky shimmery. I really like how my cheeks look with this on. It's like the blush topper. A very nice type of glow. I do realize that maybe I should have put something underneath without any glow, but I can definitely see the difference between the glow that I had on and the glow that I have on now. I think it's really nice. Okay, I'm gonna take my highlighter brush and I'm gonna go in the lighter shade, and I'm gonna put that on my cheekbones, and I mix it a little bit with the pinky corally side. Yeah, that's really nice. I don't feel like there's any chunky glitter here, at least not what I can see right now. It's just a really nice glow. I also really like the shades that they chose, like the coral and then this yellowy gold. Now I'm just gonna take that big fluffy brush again and kind of blend this all out. Let's make it look a little bit more seamless. Yeah, I think I quite like how my cheeks look right now. The shine of this highlighter is really nice. I think it looks really cute, and yeah, this is definitely my favorite thing so far. Now, I have not opened this lip gloss yet because I was scared to kind of ruin it, but we're gonna do it now and we're gonna see how it's gonna look. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take it out, and now it still kind of looks separated, but I think once I put it back, then it's gonna not look like this anymore. Okay, I'm just gonna apply this. It smells really sweet. I already am starting to feel the mint. It's not very glowy. It seems a bit more like a balm or something like that. There's a slight glow, but nothing too extreme. I am definitely starting to feel the mintiness. I'm gonna build it up. Okay, I feel like the colors are still separated, but I don't think they're gonna stay like that forever. But I think if you're a bit careful with opening it and putting it back in, then it's gonna keep looking like this for a little bit. That's how I feel. That's what I think. The gloss is quite nice and shiny now that I have put on 2 layers, but I don't know if it's like anything really special. Well, I can see the shimmers. I can see the shimmers. It feels kind of nice, not too sticky. You know what? I think I kind of like it. I think it is quite nice. I think it looks quite nice. You just have to use 2 layers to really get that shine. It's not like extremely shimmery, but yeah, there's something to it. I quite like it. And there's a little bit of mintiness, but as I already told you, I don't really believe in plumping lip glosses. I don't think they really do anything, at least not for me, but I think it looks pretty cute. Alright, so then this is the finished look. It is time to update you on my first impression thoughts, but I already talked a little bit about that, so I'm probably not gonna tell you a lot of new things, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of a roundup, really tell you how I feel after the look is all done. Okay, first up, the eyeshadow palette. I don't think this is necessarily bad quality as far as I've tried it. Even the yellow quite pops on my lids right now. It is just a very hard palette for me to use. It's gonna be a challenge to use this again. It is just all so soft and there is no depth here. We just have a bunch of shimmers. I feel like if I can kind of combine this with something else, with a palette that has some deepening up shades, then I might like it more. It is just hard for me to tell you that I think the quality is good if I didn't really enjoy doing my look and don't as much enjoy my look in the end. It's like I don't hate the quality, but when I look at this palette I'm just confused. So you can kind of do with that what you want. It's not my favorite. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not my personal favorite because I just don't know what to do with it. And some of the shades are a bit crumbly, some you kind of have to build up. It's not like the most effortless palette, but it's also not bad. It's just, there are better palettes, I think, from Essence and Catrice than this one, I think. Then the brushes that I've tried, I tried half of the brushes. The other ones I didn't really know what to do with for this look. I quite like them, especially for the price. They're not the most perfect brushes ever, but they're quite nice, quite cute. They work well. They're a good set to maybe begin with if you don't have a lot of brushes. I think if you really get into makeup and get some really good brushes, then maybe this isn't gonna be that amazing anymore. I think if you already have a lot of brushes, then you don't need this. It is just cute for the price and for what it is, but yeah, it's not a must-have. I think. I don't think it's a must-have. Then we have the gloss. I think it looks pretty cute. I quite like how my lips look. Yeah, quite like the gloss. It's a nice thing to have. I think it looks really cute in the tube and it isn't ruined right away. And I think that already makes it worth it for me. Yeah, it's nice. But it's basically a see-through gloss. Don't expect a lot of color. Don't expect a lot of shimmer, although there's a little bit of shimmer. It's just cute. I think my favorite thing from this collection is gonna be the highlighter. The highlighter in Happiness Shines From Within. I really like how my cheeks look with this on. I really like the combination of shades that we have here. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit interesting. Like the yellow undertone of the gold I quite like for this summer. And you can kind of like mix them together, see how you want to wear it. Yeah, I just think my cheeks look really nice right now. Like, not too shimmery. It's not like a shimmery highlighter. It does blend into the skin quite well. I really like how this looks. So I would say if you pick anything up from this collection, then go for this one. And you know, also the gloss is quite nice, but I think this one is the most interesting thing here. Okay, that is gonna be everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And also let me know if you picked up anything from this collection, and then I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.